Israel has often touted itself as the only safe haven for members of the LGBTQ+ community in the Middle East. But while that community is undoubtedly a treasured part of the country's identity, equality laws have sometimes been far less forthcoming. Along those lines, a new amendment to a bill expanding surrogacy laws has just been passed, excluding same-sex couples from the right to have children by the way of a third-party surrogate. LTV's Brett Allen Smith is here with the story. Brett?
Hi, Aaron. Hi. So this is a bill that's still working its way through the committee, I will say, and this latest amendment has a few notable changes to it as it applies to pregnancies from surrogacies. And I'll get to the same-sex issue in a minute. But in general, the bill in its new form allows single women to legally pursue the procedure in Israel, and until now only married couples, heterosexual married couples, I should be clear there, have been able to do that until now. And it also expands the limit of surrogacies for families up to 5 and raises the age limit for a surrogate giving the pregnancy from 38 to 39. But of course, the big bottom line here is not what's in the bill, it's what's out of it. The amendment, which would have granted the same right to same-sex couples, didn't even make it through the committee. From what I understand, the vote was quite emotional, quite personal for a lot of Knesset members, I believe.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, this is the Labor, Welfare, and Health Committee we're talking about, right? You know,
correct.
2 Knesset members on that committee are openly gay.
Right.
And I believe one of them has actually even had children through a surrogacy.
Yeah, twins, you're actually right. That's Omir Ohana you're talking about from Netanyahu's Likud party. Ohana actually begged the committee to grant this right to same-sex couples by recounting his own difficulties in his family's procedure. He and his partner had to fly to a foreign country, which means they couldn't be there for most of that pregnancy. And then when his twins were born prematurely in an emergency, that means that neither he nor his partner could be there in the hospital. I mean, can you even imagine how hard that would be to be 1,000 miles away in an emergency like that for your children?
No, I really cannot. And you know, when the LGBTQ+ community has really thrived in Israel, especially here in Tel Aviv, which is practically one of the gay capitals of the world, it's a shame that the laws don't always reflect that. But because of the current makeup of the coalition, more conservative religious parties tend to shoot down same-sex equality laws pretty quickly.
Right.
And if that's if it even gets to the floor of the Knesset in the first place.
True. Well, I think that the gay community here, at least from what I see, is really reaching a breaking point, as far as that goes. Another Knesset member pointed out to the committee in these hearings that the LGBTQ+ Israeli community, they serve in the army, they do social service, they pay taxes, they fulfill all the same duties as every other Israeli citizen in the country, so it's high time to them that the country do the right thing here and grant them the same rights as well in the exchange.
And I mean, many also feel, of course, that this can easily be done without offending, the religious community or the Israeli rabbinate, But I guess for now, this is a war that's far from over.
Right.
Thanks for the details, Brett.
Of course.